And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 10-2 start.
Check 56. Man, I got you. Check 50.
Hey.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey. X3. 218. Chop it.
Hey, alert 3.
Look at me. Go off.
Check 24.
Back. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Greystone, Travis.
Kill.
Fair.
Check.
Yes.
They run the toss here to Okoye. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watch the run.
Go.
Mike's 56.
Now.
Young on 3rd down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They give him 20. 7 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the left side with Okoye. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready.
Max 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
6-6. Pull it high.
Shit. Check safety. He's checking. Crash. Kill.
Go. Go.
Running right. Here's Okoye. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Heavy on the edges. Check. Crunch.
Recon, 132 fighter.
We got to get the ball. Did you get the ball right?
Ready.
Young to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Hey, foxtrot.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Sponge!
No! Let's lead Griff!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Look at me, zipper!
Young now from the 50. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. First down sack, second down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
Watch the screen.
Any weapons? Hey, Delta.
29 Mike 29. Pick it up, pick it up.
Come. Hit it.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they try the right side here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Hey, stand up.
Second and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Shoot. 61, matchbox lights.
Night, sweetheart.
58. Get it.
Here's Young. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
On the
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Five.
49 is the mic.
There you go. Speed triple.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
On the ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Check.
Now back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
X3, 218, chopper.
Tighten up. Watch twitch.
Look at me. Door.
Alert flare.
Greystone, travel.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ready to break.
56 is the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hey! Get it ready!
From the 31, Young. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
Man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Go! 30 base.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone got four down.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Go, 60 Pittsburgh. Yep.
Motion. Reset.
Get it.
Right back to him on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
2.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Hey, shoot. Hey, lock it. Five.
He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Fair. Hey, orbit. Clear. Ready.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check 9, check 9.
Watch the air.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
SOS. Hey. SOS.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Get it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I'm going to hit you.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
6-6, pull it high.
36. Check. Lucky.
Fight.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Undercross.
Hard.
Check three.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check nickel.
Hey, Sam off. Check 49. Yes. Keep grip.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
I got him. Whip. Watch the protein spell.
Switch.
Check 15. Check the hook.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
56 is the mic.
Go out.
You got tight. You back right there. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Right there.
Look at me. Go. Hustle. Come get shot. Ready?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The 2nd down pass.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Two jet bombers.
So we got man. 29 is the Mike 29.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, Echo.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
80 weapons.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Check 31. Check 31. Check. 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 Safe.
Ready?
Right there. Hold his mic.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You're all mine, baby. You're going to get this. You're all mine.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now! Hey, Haywood!
Mike 29.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up a throw, and that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Squeeze!
He's coming.
Let go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go on.
You better check.
Look at me. Zipper.
Slam, slam, slam.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's stop.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check, check.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Check safety, check safety. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey. Fight.
On third down, here's the bruiser Okoye. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
we've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ready up.
Mike 29. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, exit. Come. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Rock it.
Hey, turn it up.
Go. Sit up.
Mike 29.
Yep.
Hey, come on now. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Ready, go.
2nd and 3. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Go.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Go.
56. Let's go. Check. Crunch.
Following the interception, Young. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
Let's go.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hey.
Young here to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.